Hello, this is Manaj Patel from Ichimoku Today is December 9th, 2013. This is our weekly video analysis for the Forex currency market, where we cover all the currencies out there. So our normal disclaimer to state this is for education use only. If you decide to buy or sell any particular instrument based on this video, you're doing that at your own risk. Today we're going to be looking at all the currencies for the Forex market in TradeStation. Here are our email here, where you could ask us any questions you like. Also, you could contact us at some of these phone number locations here. You can find other phone number locations on the website too. Our website is ichimokutrade.com, where you can find a lot of free videos on how to use Ichimoku. You could access our Twitter, blog, Facebook feed, and various other resources out there too, along with our multiple time frame email alerts. Okay, so let's go straight to the charts and start looking at currencies. Remember, on the left hand side is the daily time frame. On the right hand side is basically the weekly time frame. If you look at Australian CAD, basically is a bearish trend here, went for a pullback here to about 99.45, kind of held there, went back down to its minor support at 96.07, held there. The idea that it held at 96.07 is not good at all for as far as the bears are concerned with Australian CAD. The reason why is it should have broken that support, and if it did, it was going to have a high probability of retesting the low. Since it hasn't broken it, it's got a high probability of breaking the minor resistance level at 98.15. If it does, then it's going to come back up here to try to break this 99.45 level, and then possibly go up to about 97. To this level 99.45, and then possibly it can sit there and go higher to the middle, to the top of the consolidation pattern here. So if you're bullish, it's very good that basically 96.07 held. All you needed to do now is to break 98.15. If it does, then it's definitely going to go higher, because this is a pullback to go higher. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Australian yen here, really not doing anything at all, consolidating right now between 92 and I would say 96. It's a big consolidation range as far as the pattern is concerned. The big one, the minor consolidation pattern is between 92 and 94, which is ugly here. So really not doing anything. However, this is tilted more towards the bullish side right now. So if it does sit there and break out this consolidation pattern, it's going to be more likely to the bullish side. Australian Switzer here, as you can see here, it's broken support that it was at last week at 82.62. Since it broke it, it's continuing on with its bearish trend right now, going down to the bottom of this whole thing here. It does, believe it or not, a lot of people think this is a low spike here. It does have a possibility to come all the way back down here, which is 71.28. So definitely keep an eye on that one. But the first support level on this guy will be about here. So 78.79 is going to be the first support that is has the highest probability to get to. Australia, New Zealand is continuing its move down here. It's gotten to 98.45. 984. It's continued to keep on going down. It's going to keep on trending down, so it's going to be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised if this does get up to par at 1, so in the future coming up, because it's very, very strong moving forward. Australia, New Zealand, really not doing anything. Bounce off this resistance here, 97.23, trying to get the support at 89.34. Once it gets there, then it's just things just consolidating right now. But that's going to be pretty much it right now. So there's nothing exciting for Australia, New Zealand, USD. CAD Switzer, which is the interesting one, it's continuing its trend downwards here. Broke the support 85.09, and it's trying to get to the bottom of the support now, which is roughly going to be about 83. I would say about 82.75 is going to be this next support level there. 86.05 is going to be the next resistance level for that one. CAD Yen, really not doing anything. It had a bullish trend here, consolidating. It's getting close to the 97.27, which is the top of the consolidation pattern. And I would be very, very careful, because it does have the possibility of breaking it. May not break in the first attempt there, but after it gets there, if it pulls back, I think on the next run it'll definitely break it if it doesn't break it on this first retest up there. So definitely keep an eye on that one. Switzer Yen, this has been the strongest currency against the yen. and it keeps on going and going and going and going and going. It keeps on giving right now. There's no precedence for any resistances at all, but this thing's going to keep on going to the next level. It's very, very strong moving forward. Euro Australian here, basically flirting around, got to retest the high here. Which is at 1.505 thousand. Broke a little, but still doesn't mean it's broken it with conviction. It's kind of getting a little top heavy here, which is not good at all. So may go for a pullback. Minor support's 49.80. Major support on this one's going to be about 46.05. So it's gone up too fast, which is not healthy either. Euro CAD, same scenario, gone up too fast. It definitely needs to pull back to about 42.48, which is its first minor support. So that's the level we're kind of looking for it to pull back to at least. Euro Switzy, this thing's boring. It's out of support. So at the bottom of the consolidation pattern, really nothing to discuss there. 2200 is basically support, 2400 is its resistance. Euro DKK, nothing exciting going on here. This thing's just consolidating. Support on this guy is going to be about 45.58. Resistance is kind of where we're at now. I'll just say 46.50. It's a nice even number. Euro pound bounced off the support that we had laid out, which is about 82.75. Bounce off there. So now it's still ugly between this guy, but the next support here is going to be 83.23 is his support now, and resistance is going to be 84.50 moving forward. But this is one ugly consolidation pattern. Euro Yen, wow, this looks very similar to the Switzer Yen, doesn't it? Very strong too. Got to its resistance we had laid out here, which is 191.19. Support on this guy is going to be about 136.57 right now. Euro NUC, this would be my favorite one going forward. It got to its resistance level at 40.58. It's kind of broken it with there. Still have not seen it break it with vengeance right now, but definitely needs a nice little pullback. If a pullback, it pulls back to about 35.95, holds there, I think it could go to a whole new level, which we're kind of looking for it to do. Euro New Zealand, really nothing going on at all. This is boring. Support on this guy is going to be about 63.77, and then resistance on this guy is going to be 6,800. Euro SEK, really nothing going on this. Resistance is 9,000. Support's going to be basically 8.7567. Euro USD, it's trying to get to 3,800. And that's kind of where it's trying to get to. Once it gets to 3,800, I think it needs a pullback to about, I would say about, I don't know, it's changing right now, but we need to see exactly where it's going to be. But a pullback to about 35.63 will be a great pullback level if it could pull back to there. And then if it pulls back there and then make a move to break that 3,800. But you could actually see it going into 2014, possibly breaking that 3,800, which could be interesting. Euro Australian got to its resistance level we had laid out last week at 81.03. Now we kind of need a minor pullback here for this guy. 74.17 will be a great pullback level if it could pull back to that level and then continue to move forward. Pound Switzy, really nothing going on here. This is boring. It's about 4,900 is its resistance level. Major one. The minor one's now 47.22. Support on this guy is going to be about 4,600. Pound Yen, it's got to a resistance level of 167.24, kind of breaking it almost with vengeance. It's continuing to go high. Definitely needs a pullback. Minor pullback level right now is 167.78. Major pullback level is going to be about 163.16. Pound New Zealand, really not doing anything at all except basically bouncing between resistance at 2.0200 and support, which is 95.53. So this is not doing anything exciting. It is at a major support right now, which is 96.71, which it bounced off. If it could hold that level and then make a move back up to 2.02000, this can start a trend to the bullish side, and if it does, it will get there very, very fast. Pound USD, broken resistance here barely, which is around 6,400, trying to continue its move up right now. But this is basically consolidating right there. Support on this guy is going to be, 63.58 is a minor one. Major one's going to be about 61.47. New Zealand CAD broke the resistance at 87.76. Definitely need a pullback now. If it could pull back to 87.10, I think this would be healthy to sit there and keep on going up. So we're kind of looking for that. But it can sit there and continue to go up without even that pullback. So it would be interesting to see. New Zealand Switzy really not doing anything at all. Consolidating, it's a little more to the bear side, but consolidating between 7,200 and basically 75.15. New Zealand Yen is strong. It's trying to get to 8,600, which is basically its resistance there. 84.26 is its support. Notice this has a resistance, whereas a lot of yen pairs, like the Switzer Yen, the Euro Yen, really doesn't have that little resistance it's getting to. So this is kind of a little weak, believe it or not. That's still bullish, but still kind of weak compared to the other yen pairs. This guy, really, New Zealand USD, is not doing anything except consolidating between 7,700 and 8,600. So nothing exciting between that one at all. Singapore Yen going up, retesting the high right now. Broke it a little, but still hasn't broken it with vengeance. You need a pullback right now on this one to about 80.50 to sit there and continue to go high, very high. US CAD is an interesting one. Broke the 600 level. It got to resistance at 657. We're kind of hanging around there. It'd be interesting to see exactly what happens by the end of the week there. Minor support's going to be 488 moving forward. Resistance, of course, is at 65.72. US Switzy here slowly breaking down, as you could see here from the weekly time frame. We're at a minor support right now. If it breaks that minor support, then we do have a possibility of starting to retest this low here. So that minor support can lead to breaking 85, getting to 8,500, which then could sit there and lead all the way to retest the lows and possibly get to 7,500. So definitely keep an eye on US Switzy moving forward in the next 2014 and forward from there. USDKK also showing signs here going to support. Notice a lot of the US pairs except the US CAD are getting to supports, which is pretty interesting. Here this is getting to support around 4,000. Resistance on this one is going to be 51.78. USD Hong Kong. This is not quite a support here, but this is consolidating. It's at a minor support on the daily. Resistance is going to be 75.50. US Yen going up, getting ready to retest that high up here, which is getting ready to. So that'll be interesting. And then lastly, there's three more. US NOK, bullish trending, ugly bullish trending. Resistance on this one is going to be around 2,000. Support on this one is going to be about 803. USD SEK, really doing nothing except consolidating between 3,000 and about 7,000. USD Singapore, really not doing anything at all. Support is basically 24.54. Resistance is 2,600. And that's it for this week for the currency forex market. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thank you.